Now we're going to talk about nurturing your email list. This is so important. You do all of that hard work on your lead magnet. You go out there, you broadcast it everywhere. You have everyone knowing about your lead magnet. But now this is the part where you build relationship. This is when you send an email and people click on that link. They go to your website. You have ad network on there, you get paid. You have affiliate links on there, you get paid. It starts here. Now, first, you're going to always want to have a welcome series. This is to introduce yourself to people. You don't want to go into anything else because you just met them. You want to talk to them. It's like you guys are getting ready to date and then you're not quite ready for a restaurant sit down, so you have some coffee. And that coffee is where you get to introduce yourself in the welcome series. You get to mention the problem that they have, get to know them, they get to know you. You let them know that you are here to solve their problem. And then this is where you start to set the expectations of your relationship. Not only will you give them the lead magnet, but you'll let them know that, hey, tomorrow I'll be sending you an email for the next 5 days. So that they know that you're going to get email for the next 5 days. And this is where, when you get ready to send them those 5 emails, that you have to come out with blazer. Well, you have to come out with all the punches because you want to impress them. This is the honeymoon phase of your relationship. So you want that welcome series to have your best content. So if you are like me and I'm talking about Disney, then I will make sure that every email that comes out in that welcome series is in the order of what I think their biggest problem will be. What to pack for Disney, where to stay at Disney, how to get cheap tickets, the best time to go, the best flights, the best things to do. So those will be on that email series, that daily list. And I will make sure I have a blog post to send them to answer that question. And like we said, we're going to use the same format of emails that we talked about in the lesson of copywriting our email. We're going to keep it short and sweet. This is the sequence of your welcome series. On day 1, they're going to get their freebie. And then after they get their freebie, they'll get an email immediately after they go through the confirmation, everything. That this is where I call the welcome email. This is where you're going to tell your story. This is going to be the longest email you write in all of your emails because you're going to tell your story, similar to your About Me page, but not that big. You're going to get it kind of shrunken down, and you're going to tell your story. You're going to give them a freebie. Say, hey, just in case you didn't get your freebie, here's one. After day 0, you're going to do into day 1. Day 1 is going to come in the next day after day 0, and it's going to be article 1, problem 1. If they're going to Disney, what's the first thing? Where to find cheap tickets. Day 2, article 2, where to stay. So this is helping them like really want to stay in your loop because you're giving them everything they need. You're answering every question. You know the next question they're going to ask before they even get there. After that, you might have packing lists, what to pack, where to get flights, best things to do at Disney, best food to eat. And so you just got to think about your reader and what they're going to think about needing. And then after they finish this is when it's going to continue. Right here. This changed everything for me when I took the email course called Email on Autopilot. This changed it all because as bloggers, we have so much content and we know we have to send out weekly emails, but we're like, I don't know what to write this week. I have so many years of trying to figure out what to write. Then I miss a week and then I just miss a month because I got like, man, you beat up on yourself when you miss things as a blogger or a creator or an entrepreneur. But when I heard him talk about a forever series where you take your evergreen content that somebody can need to have no matter what time of the year it is, it just changed my mind. And this is where you put your best content in one category into a series of emails. So after they're done with their welcome series, a week later, they'll start a forever series. In a forever series, it'll be pretty much a continuation, whatever that last article said. So say I left off with the best things to do at Disney World. Maybe the next week when they start the forever series, I'll start talking about how to save money at Disney. I'll start with that. Then I'll just keep going. I'll go through all my blog posts that's in the Disney category and I'll see what do they need in this particular order. And my lists are long. I have hundreds of blog posts. And in my Disney category alone, I have about 50 plus articles. So that is 50, but that's like a year's worth of content. That means every week I know an email is going out. I did the hard work up front. And trust me, it is hard work up front You have to put a lot of time into this to get your emails together. Or you can do like me. When I started doing this for a lot of different categories, for a lot of different theme parks, I hired writers who specialize in email copy, and then I would give them the link to all the articles I wanted them to go through. I gave them the email template, which we saw in the previous module, and they just followed that template for all my articles. So all I had to do was put it in my ConvertKit account under the Forever Series funnel, and then press live. And now I have an email go out every week for all the theme parks that I have enough content for. I try to make sure it's a theme park that has at least 10 pieces of articles, just so that I know I have 10 weeks of content. And so that's just a great thing to get started with. And like I said, you want to put it in the right order. You want to just always think about your reader. This is why it's so important to know your ideal reader, your customer, what they're thinking about, so that when you create all these things, you have it in mind from the first start. Now, this is what I love about the Forever Series. It's a set it and forget it. Once you do this, once you have your Welcome Series done, your Forever Series done, it's on autopilot. That's why I love that course. It changed my whole concept of blogging and email marketing. And you can do this with any category you have that's evergreen content. And that way you never have to miss a week again. And every time you write new content on your blog post, add it to the last email on your Forever Series. And I like that because when I post a new article or a new YouTube video, I'll send it as an email, broadcast email, but I'll also put it in my Forever Series for whenever my audience finally catch up to the bottom part of my email, but it's going to take them forever. That's why it's called a Forever Series. Now, broadcast emails, they're in the same format as your Forever Series, in the format I told you about with your email. The only difference with a broadcast email is that you can use it for when you want to post news or a sponsored post. So say you have someone sponsoring your email list, you can use broadcast emails. They just go out whenever they're not on the funnel. You're making an announcement. You can also use this for seasonal content. If you have Christmas coming up, some Christmas content, you can post them in between your Forever Series. You can also use this to test out new email formats. So say you're thinking about adding images to your email or a new title structure for your email, broadcast is where it's at. It's very simple. You just make an announcement. I use broadcast emails when I publish a new YouTube video, so I'll do that. If there's some announcement, if I have a launch coming up, that's when broadcast emails are great. Now let's talk about how this whole funnel is going to work. Someone is going to land on a blog post. They're going to then sign up for your email list. After that, they'll get their freebie and they'll get their welcome email. Like, welcome to the party. This is what I'm about. This is what you can get. And then after that, they will go into the email welcome series. And after they have done their 3 to 5 days, you don't have to do it 5 days. You can do it 3 days. You can do it 2 days, whatever works best for you. And after they go through the welcome series, then they will be on your Forever Series forever. And you want to make sure that you are doing quarterly cleanups. I like to call them purges, but cleanups of your email list. If people are just on your email list and they are not opening the email, then they gotta go. I know that we're sending quality emails, and if you haven't been opening them, I just remove you from the email. And plus, I'm paying for every email subscriber. But if you really care about the numbers of your email, how many people you have on your list, you want to do those extra steps, by all means, do that. But for me, I'm just going to purge you if you haven't opened my emails. That's it. I hope this helps, and I hope you understand this Forever Series will change the game for you as a blogger.